Alright, we are back in the final quarter. Jets and the Packers.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hut. 50, green. Hut.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And the 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
On comes Brandon McManus now, trying his field goal for the Packers. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the 4th.
This back there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. We're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now.
Packers 50, Packers 50.
To the air, Taylor. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted. You got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
On the 6.
2nd and 3 now. Running is Allen. He's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready though, you recycle it, save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st down. Play action. This one's complete to Gibson. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready? Empty track.
The play fake, he'll throw. For his team. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end. Because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80.
Here's Taylor. Pressure coming.
ridiculous, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Taylor. It's on the out. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know it can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Ready, ready.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Aaron out on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A lot of pressure on this kid for Nick Folk. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Ballantyne on the return. And after the dive, they're set up in some decent field position to start this drive. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
The give right side. Here's one. First and 10 small. Just 1 yard on that push.
It's kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 red.
Love from the gun. It's the end complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Yeah, these end cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Gets it downfield. Targets him once it. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Packers, 1st down.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's Love. That's 5 sacks for this defense in this game. Their latest brings up 2nd down.
How many times over the course of the season do we see a quarterback like this, Kate, run out of so many sacks? So impressive. They didn't just get it once. That's now twice.
real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21.
Set, ready. 50, green. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. And he gets down to 24 before he stopped.
There's a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You fight through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set. Black, 95, ready.
To the air with Love. That was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Panthers. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Kicked well, and this is good! And pulls him back within one score here in the 4th. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got him first inside the red zone. Now on a play fake. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And second shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
So, not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. That's complete to the left. This one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop was made just before he could get the first.
You know, on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Grabs it wide, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the 4th.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return here. This kick's going to line up as a touchback. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series. Hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Working out from the gun. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Now it's Taylor. Hands him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
in trouble. Gotta figure out 3rd and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. The defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ballgame. It really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ballgame.
He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Blue 32. Hut.
Shotgun snap, good throw. It's an across here. He's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. And crossing route through that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's going to put this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. New set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Down. 45. 1. 10.
Love now off the play action. Next to the crosser. And he's going to the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I am happy these 2 or 3 plays, and you can get it done in one effective ball right there. Go from first down, exactly the tempo offense as well.
Yellow 43. Ready.
Stick it in the air. Love. Great defensive play. Jarring loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And if you don't make that catch and you take the ball,
Now they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
that is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation where this is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
Looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. They keep this down at the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multi-faceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. A very short kick here from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. He'll pick things up from the 35. Jets offense now set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left for some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Taylor. That's him on the quick hitter. Stop and clear before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So we're down with a 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Jets with a 5-point lead. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Slot man motioned over.
19 Charger.
Now again, it's Allen headed left. And again for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. And I see them burn a timeout. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready?
They're going to pass it here. This one underneath to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Press all 80.
They run with Allen. He'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers sent out to examine him. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He's in his own line. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Green Bay.
Mitchell and Ruckert for the Jets. Well, that's it for this Jets-Packers game. Good night.